If you're a wrestler that is running out of gas before the end of your match, let alone the 6 minute match, you can't even make it the first minute of the match. You need better cardio. And here are the 5 things that you can do to have better cardio as a wrestler. Getting it started off with number one, the best thing that you can do is you can practice and drill more. The best thing that you can do as a wrestler is be in the room more, be on the mat more, practicing more, drilling more, getting in more reps. The more actual wrestling reps that you're doing, if you wrestle, you know how hard it is to go and drill for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. The more reps that you're doing drilling and practicing, that is only going to be even better. So now for number two, see the first one. So that's number two. But if you're not able to get more reps in, if you're not able to stay extra time, if you're not able to like have someone there to actually get in those reps, then now let's start in to get, okay, here are things that you can do off the mat if we're not just practicing. And the best thing that I like is the assault bike. So with the assault bike, you honestly should just do either 2010s or 3015s. And what you're doing with this on the assault bike is you're going to do a 20-second sprint with a 10-second coast, or a 30-second sprint with a 15-second coast. And then you can just do as many rounds as those as you need as possible. So basically do like a 2-minute round or a 3-minute round or 4-minute round and just start like ramping up the rounds. But if you just do like 3 rounds of this and then take a little break and then do 3 rounds, take a break, 3 rounds, take a break, like getting to the point where you're able to do like 3 rounds of that and get like a really extended period. Like if you were able to do, okay, so like let's do like this one. Like you do 3 rounds of this, which means that you did 60 seconds of a sprint, 30 seconds. So we're at a total of 90 seconds doing that. And if you did that like 5 times, that's going to be a really intensive workout. Or if you did the same with like the 30 and 15. If you've ever done these Tabata sprints on the assault bike, then you actually know what this feels like. And doing something like, again, a 20-second sprint with a 10-second coast, or a 30-second sprint, 15-second coast. Now, with the fourth one, and I actually like this one a little bit more. If not that I like it more, this is just widely accessible if you don't have an assault bike. Like right now at the gym, right now we don't even have an assault bike here. We're working on getting one. We just don't have one yet. But if you don't have an assault bike, the next thing that you can do is any type of hit work. And the same way that you're going to do these Tabata sprints, I like doing hit workouts in short spurts. So either 20 and 10s or 30 15s, or even for these, we'll do a slight arrow here, or 45 15s. And so for hit work, we'll come over here. So any type of hit stuff is, so I like jump ropes, or I mean, you can do jumping jacks, or just start to get into all type of body weight stuff. You got squats, push-ups, sit-ups, mountain climbers. So you start to get into all of the general body weight stuff, and there's so many things that you can do for this. I mean, you can do handstand walks, you can do just handstands on a wall, and then you can get to the point where you're doing handstand push-ups on the wall, then you're just doing regular push-ups, or you're doing V push-ups, or you're doing planks, or Russian twist, or med ball slams. Like hit work is really just doing any exercise for 20, 30, 45 seconds, taking a little bit of a break, getting right back to it, and then doing a bunch of rounds. So again, doing 3 rounds of 20, 2010s, and then doing 10 rounds of that, that's going to be good. And the main reason I like hit work is because when you think about a wrestling match is a bunch of hit. It is a static, hey, you have to be like ready to go at any time. Like that's just regular stance and motion. And you think about, okay, like you're in a stance, you're hanging out, you have to be prepared that is taxing, but then it's a full sprint when you're trying to, going on an attack, on any type of shot or on an escape or anything. A scramble is just a full sprint. So you think about it, that is what a HIIT workout is. When you're doing the Tabata sprints, that's what you have the coast for, of that 10 or 15 seconds, where you then get right into that sprint and you're going all out, and then it's a coast where that still involves work. So the coast is not just I just like hang out and I just don't do anything. No, like you just go at a slower pace, and then you sprint and you go at a slower pace. So that's exactly what we're looking for with any type of HIIT work. And then the last thing is any type of long distance. This marker is basically donezo. So long distance. And so for this, like run, and so this would be like 3+ miles, or you can even jump rope for like 10+ minutes. So here are 5 things that you can do. Again, this is 5 things that you can do, also ranked in order of how I perceive also getting in better wrestling shape. The main thing is, again, you just have to practice more. You have to be in the mat room. You have to be on the mat. You have to put in the reps. If you're just getting started with wrestling, honestly, you're both not in shape and you're not very good at wrestling. So there's 2 things that are at play here. If you're not in shape, you're going to get your butt kicked because you're not in shape, and like someone's just going to drag you out to the deep end, and then you're just going to die because you're just not in any type of shape. But at the same time, if you don't really know anything and you're just getting started and you have no reps, then you're not even going to get dragged out to the deep end because you're just going to get beat already, and then you're just going to lose because you don't know anything. So that's the beauty of wrestling, is you have to be in great shape, but then not only do you have to be in great shape, you also have to know what you're doing out there on the mat. And this runs to be an issue, and I ran into this issue when I was in high school, where most of my teammates, they were just getting started in wrestling, and we were in great shape because our coach put us through a lot of workouts that had us in really, really good shape. But most of them didn't really know anything about wrestling. So, like, they were in great shape, but they were absolutely getting their butts kicked and they were getting pinned literally in the first period. And so it's like, you can be in great shape, but if you don't know anything, then like you're going to lose a bunch of matches too. So this is 5 things that you can do. Again, practice more, and practice more, which is why the number 2 thing that I put is like, go practice and drill more. You need more reps. You need to put in more time. When you start putting in more time, you start practicing more, your cardio level starts to go up, and then start ramping up your intensity when you're drilling. If you can get to the point that you can do like a really hard drill for 30, 45 minutes, then that in itself is going to be intense cardio, and it's the best workout that you can do. And again, it's actual focused wrestling. It's the best thing that you can do because it's actually wrestling. The things that you do off the mat do help you, but the best thing that you can do are on the mat. Now, assault bike is great because it's basically a version of a HIIT workout, but assault bike is amazing because it's both upper body and lower body. And then you're going to get your HIIT work, or just go run long distance. If you don't have access to anything, you don't want to do extra work, just lace up your shoes, go for a run, and that's always going to work as well. Or if you don't like running and you just want to jump rope and you have a jump rope, then just grab a jump rope and do like 10+ minutes of it with a jump rope, maybe even 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes. Who knows? These are all things that I did when I wrestled for 14 years. I don't know. Give it a try. Let me know. If not, click here or here. There's another video with other workouts. I'll see you over there.